Gang, gang, gang. What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, Aries gang? Gang, gang, they can't hang. If they not, they not, they not. Aries gang in this thing. What in this thing? Aries gang in this thing. What in this thing? Aries gang in this thing. What in this thing? Aries gang, 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 gang. Woo! What up, though, Aries? Welcome back to Aries Vibes Only, the channel that is dedicated to all the Aries placements. Now, if you are not an Aries, or you in an Aries and you came here to spy on somebody, or you on some fuck shit, get your ass in here, sit down in the back, and don't touch nothing. Because it's a channel that's dedicated to high vibrating Aries only, who understands balance. Aries, you outside, okay? Aries is outside. That song just gave a whole little type of hype, honey. So Lizzo released her new album yesterday. And so I didn't listen to the first two songs already. And baby, I like them, okay? It just gives this outside vibe. It gives this vibe of like, I'm out of this isolation. I'm out of this period of like sitting with myself, dealing with certain things, but it's over now. Like that heartbreak shit is over. Everything is, I'm back, okay? It's just giving this vibe of I'm back, you know? I'm back. So Aries, your energy is just giving this vibe of you are back. Like your energy is coming back. Or people are seeing you and realizing you're back or coming back, you know. Like you know, sometimes we gotta have a crash out, you know. Sometimes we gotta have a crash out moment. And then you just get right on past it and keep going, okay? And so Aries is just giving this vibe of like your energy, especially over the next 48 hours, you have some people who are talking about how you're back, like how you bounce back from some things, okay? What's going on with our Aries? So what's up, gang? Hey, gang. How you all doing? I was gonna go live last night, but nobody had commented on the post. And so, baby, I fell asleep, child. I need to go to sleep anyway. It's a whole different type of bitch just coming. Yeah, you pull all your energy back with this 4 of coins. And so you got even some people who feel like you kind of like real selfish or like greedy. Like they feel like you're just kind of like out for yourself. So you got some people like Aries, they looking at you this weekend like you're very self, you know what I'm saying? Self-driven in a lot of ways, starting off with this 4 of coins vibe. But in a way, it's just kind of like because you're not as given as you used to, you know, used to give things, used to give money, used to be such an overgiver. You get what I'm saying? And in this, it's just giving this vibe of like you no longer being that. And so you have, this is being discussed about how you pulled back. So someone could be even coming to you and having a conversation about this as well, about how they felt you pulling back or how it made them feel or something of the sort. But you got to protect yourself. Yeah, you got the 2 of batons that's coming out. I feel like Aries, you're just very future oriented. And it's just like if something is not connecting with what you're working on or what you're building, it's just kind of like it's worthless. Like you're not focused on it. Because if you look at it at the bottom of this card, there's hands reaching up. I got to cover up her ass, okay? But there's hands reaching up for her attention, okay? And she's ignoring the attention of all the hands reaching up, you know, like asking for her help, basically. And she's looking ahead at, like, what she needs to do. You get what I'm saying? From the bigger picture, looking at it from a bigger picture. I feel like this is your energy. You have quite a few people who... Oh, I got some mosquito bites, child. And this is just from walking to my car. You got quite a few people who they felt your energy being pulled back from them. You just got a lot of people trying to call your energy in. I don't know, Aries, really, this weekend especially, it's just something with, it's a lot of Gemini energy going on in the ethers, you know. I'm a sidereal practitioner. And so there's a lot of Gemini energy going on in the ethers. So there's a lot within the mind, the mental processing, perceptions. and you're just in like this new perception, but it's just giving this vibe of different people trying to like enter into your energy. So you may find yourself thinking about different people, you know what I'm saying? Over the course of this weekend, like random people popping in your mind is because those random people are like pulling on your energy too, okay? And they were once someone who was attached to your energy source of some sort, okay? And we're getting ready to get into a Mercury retrograde too. And Mercury, well, at least right now still on sidereal, it's in Gemini. It's going to be moved into Cancer by the time of the retrograde though. And before anyone get in my comments, like I said, I practice sidereal, not tropical, okay? What's going on? So you got the 10 of Baton. Yeah. Okay, Aries. You have some people who they've really been thinking about you a lot because it's hard to find you, or like people can't locate your energy it's giving. Because even with this 10 of Batons, it looks like bars as they're holding them up. It looks like bars. Like your energy is like locked away, like something is very hard for them to get to or to get across on the other side of. Like your energy is hidden, Aries. That's what this is giving. So far you have Capricorn, Taurus, Aries, Sagittarius. Your energy is hidden right now. And so you have a lot of people seeking your energy. They're seeking like, where you at? You know, what are you doing? What is your energy? What are you feeling? Like you're crossing a lot of people's minds right now. That's what this is getting. So you may even have people reaching out just saying like, oh, I just wanted to check on you, see how you're doing. Like you're about to have, it's like more people just wanting to get into your energy. If this makes, I hope this is making sense. Like someone, someone you haven't talked to in a minute, and like they, call you or share like, oh, I just wanted to check in, or you want to go catch up and, get dinner or something. Like it's something like that. You get what I'm saying? Something where you have people, they're wanting to find ways to enter into your energy to see how you're doing, what you're up to. Okay. So you may have like invitations for coffee dates, lunch dates, invitations to birthday parties, 11/11, And, I'm getting a vibe of Aries. A couple of these people you kind of want to like connect with. So just be smart with who be smart with your connections, right? Because you have things that you're building and you're working on, and you need connections in order to expand. Okay. You can't expand in isolation. So this is just giving this vibe of you trusting your intuition on who to connect with and how to connect with them. This is your time to trust your intuition and your instincts, okay? Because not everyone is bad in the world when it comes to, what you're working on, what you're doing, and intentions and things of that nature. Like if you're not a bad person, then you know that there has to be other people in the world who are not a bad person. You know what I'm saying? The same thing. So you have to approach the world from that angle, but you also need to know who's worth your time and energy of catching up with. And who is like, oh, okay, let's follow each other on social media. Like the parasocial connection, the parasocial relationship. Some connections need to stay parasocial. Okay. 5 of Batons, yeah, at the bottom of the deck. So you need to know the difference between who's coming in fishing for information and who's coming in because they genuinely feel like y'all, you know what I'm saying, have something y'all can work on and do together. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not just I want to see how Aries is doing and what's going on in Aries' life, so let me catch up and hit them up. Like, it's one of those, like, oh, me and Aries haven't caught up in a while. Like, I want to share what's going on, see how they're doing, and see how we can better, you know what I'm saying? Like, It's a difference, you know what I'm saying? Like, in the reason for the connection. And Aries, I'm getting the vibe of you're going to have energies that is not worthy of the reconnecting, okay? And then you're going to have energies that you may want to reconnect with, okay? Because it can be a benefit to you in some way, okay? You just need to know what that benefit is and in what manner, okay? So who all may be involved in this? Virgo, Gemini, Aries with the Magician, Hierophant with Taurus, Cancer with the Two of Cups, Scorpio with the Death, give me one more, and Libra with the Justice. So the way the cards came out was the Virgo was, I think it was in reverse, actually. God dang it. Yeah, I didn't put them back up in here in the wrong way. So the Virgo energy was in reverse. The Magician energy was in reverse. That was Aries, Gemini. The Hierophant was in the upright. That was the Taurus energy. The Two of Cups was in the upright, and that was the Cancer energy. The Death was in the upright, and that was the Scorpio energy. And then Justice was in the upright, and that's the Libra energy. So I feel like the upright energies are the ones that you may want to consider connecting with. And you know, identifying what that mutual connection is. And you know, what these readings have been sharing and revealing a lot lately, Aries, is just learning how to watch what you share and how much you share. You know, it's okay to share surface level. You don't have to over explain. And I think a big reason why a lot of Aries over explain too is because as children, you oftentimes will be so elaborate with things and people would like say you're lying and stuff of that nature. So I feel like you started like over explaining because you used to get in trouble and stuff for things that you didn't do and all that. And so that's kind of like a trauma response for a lot of Aries, because as a child, your energy was a certain way. So you would get accused of certain things or accused of lying or whatever the case is. So you develop this habit of like just being completely honest and truthful. And that became a core value to you because it connected to a trauma. Okay. But this is giving a vibe of you not, it's still a value, of course, but you don't have to overshare anymore, Aries. Okay. You don't have to overshare. You don't have to talk too much. You know, I was doing a whole challenge on my other channel. It was showing 6 months of change in my life. And one day while I was editing the footage for the next video, Spirit was like, no, you don't need to share this. And so I just deleted the whole video and I got my private Instagram and leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to share that. I want that process to be personal to me. You know what I'm saying? As I think about it. And as someone who like has shared a lot of herself, like that's something I want to keep for myself, right? And Aries, I feel like a lot of your energy is like shifting in that same way. You get what I'm saying? Of you can share and you have things that you share, but you're just not oversharing anymore. You're not letting them know everything of what's going on and every step of the way and everything you ate for the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very mellow. You get what I'm saying? You're thinking before you speak. Thinking before you speak and before you share, okay? And I think that's going to be very beneficial. Yeah, you got the Fool card in reverse on the bottom of the deck. So thinking before you take that step, before you do something. You get what I'm saying? Don't be too reckless. Okay, so The ones who you're cautioned to not connect with, they just want to use your 10 of cups energy. They just want to drink from your cup, okay? They want to drink from all your cups because you have a lot of passion. You have a lot of good energy. You're like a gas station, okay? So they just want to get a refill. Can I get a refill? Can I get a refill? Can I get a refill? They just need a refill of some of your energy. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if they can invest back into that in the manner of what you deserve and what you want. And that's where, you know, the issues lie. You know what I'm saying? Now, the other ones, I feel like they're more like friendships. You know, I don't think any of these are lovers. I feel like this is like friendships and family members and coworkers and things of that nature. Okay. I don't know. Choose a number 1, 2, or 3 to see if this is including a past lover. 1, 2, or 3. Okay, I'm only doing uprights with the cards. Can I get a refill? That was a song back in the day. Okay, baby. If you chose number 1, yes, it includes a lover. Okay, the 10 of cups came back out. If you chose number 2, no, it is not a lover. Okay. If you chose number 3, yes, it is a lover. Yes, it is a lover, and they coming in with a lot of energy and passion, like impulsive. They not even thinking before they come. Okay, they just gonna do that shit. They just doing it. Okay, very impulsive, very not like them. Okay, very, you know, I'm outside singing in the rain with a boom box and a dozen roses. Okay. Okay, Aries. Very eventful, you know. It's like I'm giving a vibe of next 48 hours, but some of y'all this is like the next 7 days. Okay. So just pay attention to energy. This can also come in a way of like people requesting to be friends on like Facebook, social media, things of that nature. Like people coming back around in that way. Or you notice like someone starts like reacting on your stuff again. And it's like they weren't reacting to your stuff for a while. It's like that type of thing. Okay. That's how you're going to notice who this is. Like this person disappeared and then they back now. You get what I'm saying? Guess who's Bazak? Okay, they need a refill of some of your energy. So how are the ones that you reject going to take that rejection? This person likes to push. It's like they have an anxious attachment. When they feel the rejection, they try to like anxiously attach even more. That's why you pull back from their energy too. Because you could tell that like they, in a way, this person used to mirror your energy. Who this is someone who mirrored your energy, mirrored like the things that you do. They took on your lingo. The things you do, the things you say, like they just kind of like became a mini you in a way, like, and they wasn't your child, like they didn't come out your coochie. Okay. You got the 10 of Pentacles with Virgo energy coming out. They may try to like give you gifts. Okay. Because of the rejection, they may try to like give you something. How are they going to take this rejection? The Tower card. So they may go from being one way to like all of a sudden like you're the worst person in the world. This person may even like make you a big reason why they boss up. Yeah, was that the Ace of Swords? Yeah, Ace of Swords in reverse. you're going to be doing right by not communicating with this person. Okay? You're going to be doing right by not communicating with this person, with this Ace of Swords in the reverse, by not giving too much information, too much energy. Four of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I'm not liking that. That's like, I'm not liking that. Okay. Now, what about for the Aries who are reconnecting? Okay. Mr. Loverman, trouble. Mr. Loverman, trouble. I don't know where that came from, child. Trouble. Who is this person? Okay, now you got the King of Pentacles in the reverse. The Lover. This is so interesting because the one that you reject, it feels like an opportunist type of energy for some reason. The one that you accept, they have the King of Pentacles in the reverse, but it makes me think of they ain't got no fucking pentacles. Okay? They're destitute. Like they don't have much to give. Five of Swords in reverse. They want to reconcile and make amends. Like this person, they feel like they're lacking because of something that they did in the past and they want to make amends. So this person has been getting karma. This is someone who's been getting Five of Wands. This is someone who's been getting karma for how things happen with y'all. And they want to make amends so that, because they're realizing that they were the problem. I'm saying that, am I the drama? Yes, you're the drama. You're the drama. Am I the drama? Some of y'all, this is someone who's realizing they were the drama. Page of Wands coming out. Yeah. That's like Sagittarius energy. So I'm getting a vibe of you receiving an apology. And I think that's why you're going to accept the reconciliation conversation. Now, what you do past that ketchup energy, you know, ketchup, mustard, you know, that's up to you. But what you need to know is that this person is not at the same level in the same space as you, of whoever you're connecting with. Like they're going through things that you've mastered. This is what Spirit wants you to know. Now, I mean, have they mastered things that you're working on? You know, you want to look at things in that way too. Like when I think about puzzle pieces fit in, you know, where the other one protrudes, right? And so have they mastered something that you're working on that y'all in a way could like help each other and benefit each other? You get what I'm saying? So you may want to look at it from that angle too. Now, if it's not something where you can learn anything, you know what I'm saying, and it's more so you giving energy and they're not giving anything, then accept the apology and accept the closure of the energy and go about your way, okay? But either way it go, it feels like a heart-centered type of connection, okay? For the ones who have an old love interest that is reaching out or wanting to communicate with you. And when I say love, this could be, you know, a family member, right? Family members love you. Mr. Loverman, trouble. Choose a number 1, 2, or 3. If this is resonating with you. All right, so if you chose number 1, this person is not gonna like completely show like their hand in like all things. They're gonna kind of talk around the bush, okay, with poker face. They're taking a chance by reaching out like it's a big thing on their pride. but they're not showing their true fear, I guess you could say, of how they feel or what they want. You get what I'm saying? Because this person doesn't like rejection. And so in order for them to, they don't do things because they don't want to be rejected. So they kind of self-sabotage things in that way, but they know that they have a problem with that. You're going to have to call this out. So in this conversation, you're going to have to be honest and call out the stuff that they're trying to skirt around. They're going to respect you for it, you know, because they have to hear it from someone else. This person hasn't had anyone truly around them to be honest with them about themselves and what they be doing or the BS that they do. And they're just now truly seeing themselves. I don't care how old they are. They are just now seeing themselves for the first time after all these years because they've gotten away with so much. Okay. So you're going to have to call this shit out. If you got number 2, this is going to be an energy of like moving on. This is what the ship. So the ship sailing. So this is going to be energy of, you know, forgiveness, conversation. This person, their energy, they want to be able to move on. Okay. And they feel like they can only do that if y'all have like this energy exchange of some sort. So this does feel like a closure or like moving on from something that has happened. It's because this person has like things that's been sitting on them that they're just like, I got to get off my chest. You know what I'm saying? And you have to, you know, so use this time to get everything out, honest conversation, and let it be what it is. Okay. Now, if you chose number 3, baby, okay, y'all stalking each other, child. With sunglasses, watching and looking. So it's been a lot of observing. So when this person come to you, just know they've been observing your ass. Okay, they've been watching. Who's that creeping through the window? I'm not saying they've been looking through your windows, but this person or you've been looking at them. Like, heavy confirmation that you've been looking at them. I don't know. Let me pull one more, okay? This one feels a little like this person kind of, you know, been waiting in the bushes. Yeah, you got the dragonfly, finding out and changing. Like this person has been looking and seeking and like trying to learn how to adapt to something. Okay, child. So Aries, the people who are not like people that you love that want to come your way, like a big piece of it is how can y'all be a mutual benefit to each other? How can y'all be a mutual benefit to each other? I think a lot of times it's easy to look and see like how you could be a benefit to someone else and in their life and all that. How do they benefit you? And there is nothing wrong with looking at how someone also benefits your life. Don't let anyone tell you that you're wrong or you're selfish, whatever the case is, for feeling that or asking that. Because how someone benefits your life matters too. Do you want to just have someone in your life who's always pulling you down and pulling your energy? No, you have to feel like you're expanding, like you're growing, like you're evolving, you know? Anything else, Aries? Aries, I just feel like you just have a lot of closure energy, you know? If you've had anything just still like weighing on you or whatever the case is, like I feel like you just have a lot of closure energy that's happening. And you deserve this. You deserve to have this peace because you went a while without having that, you know? So to now have that opportunity, like, you deserve that. You deserve that. Whew, I'm getting sleepy. I need to finish drinking my coffee, child. Look, I'm ready for a nap. This is a season of closure and moving forward, Aries. Closure and moving forward. Like, using the lessons to evolve yourself. You know what I'm saying? And who you are, how you show up, what you have to offer, you know? You're choosing to evolve. Like, but this evolution is like, this evolution is coming through peace. It's not coming through having to hustle hard to get there. And then as soon as you get to the next level, you still stressed out and you got to now fight to get to the next one. Like, this ain't giving that. This is giving peace, Aries. Like, self-preservation, okay? Oh, excuse me. I don't know if you've learned stronger self-preservation skills. You know, you're no longer the self-sacrificial lamb. You're no longer always volunteering as tribute, you know. So now you got less wrinkles. I mean, Aries always look young when they got older, no matter what. They could have been going to war and everything. When they get older, they still looking young as hell, okay? And I just think it's because of the youthful energy that Aries carry. Like, the spirit is what keeps Aries looking young. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got the Magician that's coming out, Aries. You're in your Magician era. You're in your Magician energy. So especially if you have like an Aries Mercury or an Aries Jupiter, you are very much so in a strong energy of like how you think, like what you think, the action you take within your mind, the first thought you go to in your mind, like that's what is. So training yourself for your first thought, training that first thought. Using your resources to create and have what you want and what you desire. Like, Aries, you are in a alchemist season. The Magician is an alchemist, you know. You're in an alchemist season. Everyone don't make it to this level, baby. Let me tell you this. Everyone does not make it to alchemist level. Everyone does not make it to Magician level, okay? Many people stay stuck in victim level. Many people stay stuck in the chaos. You are one of the, 15% of the world who sees outside of the program. You're one of the 15% that sees outside of everything of what's happening. And it's like, people are going to be drawn to your energy just because of your energy, and they know that it's something potent about it. But it's up to you to self-preserve how it's given out and how it's utilized, right? If you're going to let anyone into that inner energy, make sure their energy is also that top notch. And you do want to think about it from an angle of, don't forget the time when, I hate to use the term sleep and awake, sleep and woke, because that, I hate using that term. But think about the time when you weren't truly like conscious of everything that was happening around you in the world, right? And the mistakes that you made, the things you did, the things you said, right? Think about how you acted. And so if that person is reminding you of that time and they're showing you that they're making those changes, like, it don't mean you got to be there to help them. That don't mean, but it don't mean you got to totally cross them out of your life either. You get what I'm saying? They just may be at a different chapter in their journey. And that's why your spirits are connected in that way. You got to know the difference between leeches on your energy and those who are like there for you, okay? My wrist just started hurting. Watch the flick of the wrist. Flick of the wrist. Okay, I'm about to get ready to get off of here, child. I'm starting to cramp. Woo! It's not like a cramp. It's just like a uncomfortable pressure, you know, where it's just like, I just want to lay down and just look up at the ceiling and breathe through it. And breathe through it. You got the 3 of Cups coming out in the reverse. Yeah, you ain't too friendly. Like, you ain't mean. You're not none of that. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't too friendly either. 3 of Cups in reverse. You ain't too friendly either. Okay? Like, you got to realize, like, you don't want to be in spaces where it's just, like, too much of a group thing, because what's really going to get accomplished, right? Like, baby, had on one-on-one meetings, okay? Make it work. Like, this is giving that vibe, okay? Aries, some of y'all are also going to be booking a business meeting, I'm hearing. You're going to be booking a business meeting. In the next 3 days, you're going to be booking a business meeting. And this business meeting is going to turn everything around for you. Wheel of Fortune. This business meeting is going to turn everything around for you. Everything. Everything. Nine of Cups. You are about to have a meeting that changes your life. You are about to have a meeting that changes your life, Aries. This Wheel of Fortune, 9 of Cups, you being this magician energy, you are about to have a meeting that changes your fucking life. You're going to be singing a different song, a different tune. And it's going to be so unexpected. Like, where did this come from? Where did you come from? You got strength that's coming out because you've had some level of like persistence or resilience with something. Hold on, Aries. You're about to have a very important meeting. Whoever this is for, you're about to have a very important meeting. And this is why we're in this conversation is about connections and things of that nature, right? Like, this meeting is about you got death coming out. It's going to come after the ending of something. So it's designating the beginning of something else. Hold on. Let's dig deeper into this. Because you had a lot of major arcana out here too, with the Magician, the Strength, the Death, the Wheel of Fortune. Give me one card to clarify each one of these, Spirit. Actually, let's do a different deck. Give me one card to clarify. I don't know, I'm hearing, take me to the king. Okay, so with the Magician, you got the Ace of Swords. So what's shifting for you is your perception and your thoughts. So you've been controlling your thoughts, controlling how you speak about things, controlling how you like perceive the world, everything around you. So like you get in control of your thoughts, you get in control of your communication. Like that has been the root cause of everything it was shifting for you. Okay, is you mastering the art of communication and the art of like your style of communication. You get what I'm saying? And like learning how to communicate in a manner that benefits and works with you. And so then that took you to the Wheel of Fortune, which then is clarified by the Strength again in a whole nother deck. This is being brought to you because you've been persistent. You've been persistent in this process, and everything that's happening for you is because of that persistence that you've had. Because you haven't given up or you haven't stopped, okay? Which then brings you to the Justice with the Strength card. So you're receiving justice for like that resilience and your ability to learn how to like stay calm in the middle of the storm. You know, you're in the middle of a storm and you're just like, okay, like you're not allowing yourself to be taken out because of the storm, okay? So then that takes you to the Three of Cups with the Death card. So yeah, the death is basically the ending of certain connections or certain types of connections that like you just aren't going to be entertaining anymore. Like it's the end of an era. Accept the end of an era, Aries, okay? Accept that, yeah, you got the World card at the bottom of the deck over here. Accept the end of an era and you're walking into a new world. You get what I'm saying? It's different, you know? You've never seen this before. You've never experienced this before. Never seen this before. You've never experienced this before. Knight of Cups. Ace of Cups. Hangman. Seven of Wands in the reverse. Don't be too overprotective of this thing. Yeah, Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Don't be like too clingy on this thing. You're about to be recovering from something that you lost. Because then you got the Empress that's coming out after. Yeah, you're about to be recovering everything that you've lost. Seven of Pentacles. And then the Four of Cups. Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I just hope you're ready for this new style of communication. New people, new settings, new spaces, new perspectives, you know. So some of you all is old people, new perspectives. So it's on you to be able to decipher what it is, okay? My Aries, that's the vibe. Thank you for being in the tribe. If you like it, then subscribe and hit that like, because we live, 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 live. Aries, always be real, always be true. Whatever you do, make it do, boo. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right, so I am going to make this live private because I got to cut out the music that I was playing at the beginning of the live, and then I'm going to repost it as a video on the channel, okay? I love y'all, and I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good one, Aries. Oh, I just saw the comments. Hey, y'all. Oh, hey, y'all. Okay, y'all, have a good one. Bye.